Hello everyone, welcome to another Music of the Month review, the first one of 2019, although technically it's for the last month of 2018 in December, and I basically decided, screw it, I was going to do one anyway, because there are at least 3 albums I listened to in December, 2 of them actually came out in December, and we're just going to discuss those, so yeah, for those who don't know, it's very quick fire, so this video is probably not going to be too long, so, especially with only 3 albums to talk about, so that's what we're going to do. So, first of all is Crazy 88 with Burning Alive. Now, 2018 for me at least was a year where female-fronted bands really started to show themselves, and there was some great albums. 2 albums of which made my personal top 10 of the year. I feel like if I waited longer, I would have probably put this one on there. It's just such a good project, and something I wouldn't expect out of Jared Alonji, who's known for being sort of a musical troll when it comes to alternative music and stuff, but the dude actually took his craft pretty seriously, and considering that he's involved along with Patty Walters from As It Is as the basis of this band, and Lauren Babick, who I don't know a lot about, and I'm pretty sure I'm not pronouncing her name correctly. She's an amazing lead singer, she does a great job, and Tyson Dang, really good drummer, and I look forward to seeing more from these guys, and sorry for doing this so much with my hand, it's just, this was a really good album. I quite enjoyed it, and I regret, not delaying putting out my best of 2018 list a little bit sooner. It took me by surprise as well. I found out about it on the day that it came out. I was like, oh crap, I better find this and listen to it. And I found out and listened to it, and I was like, yeah, this is pretty good. Next is Real Big Fish with Life Sucks, Let's Dance, which I think was the last album I listened to ever last year. So, yeah, this was just really good. I think this was the last one. I don't remember. But yeah, this was just a really solid piece of ska punk. It's been 6 years since our last album as well, so yeah, they sound like they're having fun. They actually sound like they've matured a little bit as well. And as a band I did a backtracking episode on, I did notice that they were slowly maturing, but were still sort of funny and still, a little bit cheeky, but I don't know, it feels like that's sort of changed a bit. There's still, funny moments from them, obviously, and there's still, witty lyrics and just a lot of charm smattered on it. But there is a little bit more maturity in it, and it's just a really enjoyable, really fun album. Although, one thing I could have done without was the fact that the last song was just a 4-minute instrumental ska session. I mean, it's an enjoyable one, but I don't like 4-minute, 5-minute last songs on albums to just be instrumental stuff. I want it to be something kind of epic. I know that's not Real Big Fish's style, but it would have been nice. But yeah, all in all, it's still a really solid album, and I still really enjoyed it. And lastly, and I think this might be the last album I listened to, as always it's in alphabetical order for the band, Silent Planet with When the End Began. I'd heard about Silent Planet before. I never took the time out of my day to listen to them, and this album came out in November, but I heard it in December, so, the rule still counts. And I was really taken by surprise on this album. I mean, holy crap, this thing was good. It's sort of... If I had to describe it to anyone, I'd say it's probably Holy Hell by Architects, but if it was done by an American band instead of a British one. That's really the only comparison I can think of. This was a really solid album, and, super thoughtful lyrics as well. I mean, oh my god, this might be some of the most, some of the best lyrics I've heard on a metalcore album, and that's including, Rolo Tomasi and Architects, who put out great stuff last year. Man, there was some really good stuff last year. Which is why most of it made my top 10 year list. Let's say most of it. 10 albums out of over 110. But yeah, this was a solid album. Once again, I regret not waiting to have done the list, because I probably would have put When the End Began on that list. Probably, if not on the list, maybe as an honorable mention, or maybe I would have wound up doing a top 20 with this album on there. I don't really know. I just regret not listening to it sooner. It's a really good piece. I quite enjoyed it, and it's one of those ones that'll make you think as well. So if you can find the time to listen to it, go ahead. It's not going to take too long. Just to find it, listen to it. It's really good. And with that, I guess 2018 is officially wrapped up in terms of music, and technically, this is only technicality. There's a Japanese band called Crystal Lake, and I heard about them completely by accident the other day when I was looking at a highlight video for WWE NXT thing between Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, who had probably had one of the best feuds of last year. I'm sort of a wrestling fan, not a super duper one, but I do watch it from time to time. And a song of theirs called Circle, I think it was used, and normally in those highlight songs it's always songs I've heard or just songs by bands like, yeah, could have been a little bit better, but I was really intrigued by this one, and I found out that they released their album Helix. Technically, they released it in November, but they released it in Japan. The album doesn't come out to Europe until February, so I'm going to wait until after February's over to review that album. See? I'm exploiting a loophole there. Plus, it's my show, I can make the rules up as I go. So, yeah, all in all, really, really good. I don't know how much exactly we have planned for January. We have at least 2 albums. The Fever 333's debut full length and the new Papa Roach album, so I really hope we'll get more to talk about before that. As always, something's probably just going to sneak up from behind and hit me over the head and just say, "Oi, you prick, review me." And I'll be like, "Oh, okay, I'll talk about you." So, yeah, because, albums are able of speaking, they're capable of speech, a lot better than I am, apparently. So, yeah, this, December 2018 gave me some good stuff to listen to, and it's rare that you really get to talk about Decembers, especially if you're someone who does this kind of thing anyway, because, December is usually holiday season, there's not usually a whole lot coming out. So, yeah, it's interesting to still have some stuff wasn't as stacked as last year, I say last year's December was December 2018, December 2017 had a lot of really good stuff. And there was, a fair few more albums, I think there was, 5 or 6, December 2018 only had 2. Technically 3 if you count When the End Began, which came out in November, but I listened to it in December, so I'm counting it, damn it. But yeah, just solid stuff, and I'll see you all soon for the next backtracking review, because I haven't got another Fire the Night review to do for 3 weeks. Kind of looking forward to that, I won't lie. Sorry, had a bit of muck on my laptop there. So yeah, I'll see you all for the next backtracking episode. I'm really making some headway with it. I'm just really glad to be writing for that series again. I can't wait to put the episode out for when it's done. So, as always, I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. You're awesome. Bye-bye. And I hope you're having a great New Year so far.